Hello everyone, my name is Melanie and for my topic I chose is animal testing. Before I begin, I want to acknowledge my audience here present with me today. So today I'm going to be talking about animal testing and why it's an issue that should seriously concern us. This topic is important to me because it deals with suffering that most people never see, and it continues to happen every single day behind closed laboratory doors. My goal is not just to inform you, but to persuade you to rethink animal testing and consider why reducing it is not only possible, but necessary. Attention getter. Imagine being born into a world where you never feel sunlight, never run freely, and never have a choice over what happens to your body. For millions of animals, this is not imagination, it is reality in laboratories around the world. Animals are still exposed to toxic chemicals, painful procedures, and extreme confinement in the name of science, even though modern technology now allows many of these tests to be done without animals. Why does this matter? According to the United States Department of Agriculture's 2024 Research Animal Use Summary, hundreds of thousands of animals are still used every year in U.S. laboratories, and this number does not include rats and mice, which are used the most. At the same time, according to the Food and Drug Administration in 2025, newer scientific methods like lab-grown human cells and computer-based models are becoming reliable alternatives. This shows us that animal testing is continuing even without better options that already exist. Thesis. Animal testing causes unnecessary suffering and should be reduced because safer and more accurate alternatives are now available. If we can protect human health without causing pain to animals, then continuing animal testing becomes a choice, not a necessity. At its core, this issue is about choice. In the past, animal testing may have been unavoidable, but that is no longer the case. When safer and more accurate alternatives exist, continuing animal testing reflects a failure to adapt. Choosing not to reduce animal testing is essentially choosing convenience over compassion, which raises serious moral concerns. Problem physical suffering. The first problem with animal testing is the severe physical suffering animals endure. According to the Humane Society of the United States in 2023, animals in laboratories are often forced substances, burned, exposed to toxic chemicals, or subjected to invasive surgical procedures, sometimes without proper pain relief. These experiments are not quick or painless, they are often repeated and prolonged, causing intense suffering. Physical suffering in animal testing is not accidental, it is built into the process. Many tests are designed specifically to observe how much pain or damage an animal can endure before a substance becomes lethal. According to the Humane Society of the United States, animals often experience long-lasting injuries, organ failure, or severe burns. These procedures would never be ethically acceptable if performed on humans, yet they continue when animals are involved. Problem emotional suffering. Beyond physical pain, animals also experience emotional distress. According to People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals in 2023, laboratory animals are commonly confined to small cages that prevent natural behaviors like running, socializing, or nesting. Long-term confinement leads to stress, anxiety, and abnormal behaviors. These animals live their entire lives in fear and isolation with no way to escape. Why it continues. So, if animal testing is so harmful, why does it continue? One major reason is outdated laws and long lasting habits in scientific research. According to Congress in 2022, federal law had to be updated through the FDA Modernization Act 2.0 just to follow researchers to use alternatives instead of automatically requiring animal testing. This shows that animal testing continued not because it was the best method, but because it was the expected one. Another reason animal testing continues is resistance to change within institutions. Scientific research moves forward quickly, but laws and regulations often lag behind. According to Congress, animal testing remained the default option for years because policies had not been updated to reflect new technologies. This shows that the persistence of animal testing is rooted more in bureaucracy than necessity. Slow change. According to the Food and Drug Administration in 2025, the agency has announced plans to reduce animal testing requirements and promote newer technologies. While this is a positive step, these changes are happening slowly. During this delay, animals continue to suffer even though better solutions already exist. The science has advanced, but regulations are struggling to keep up. Modern alternatives. The solution to animal testing already exists. According to Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development in 2024, modern testing methods such as lab-grown human cells and non-animal toxicity tests can now assess safety without using animals. These methods often produce results that are more accurate for humans because they are based on human biology rather than animal reactions. Proof that it works. Real-world proof shows that animal testing is not necessary. According to the European Commission, the European Union has banned animal testing for cosmetics. Despite this ban, the cosmetics industry continues to function successfully. This proves that large industries can protect consumers without causing animal suffering. What we can do as consumers and citizens, we have power. Supporting cruelty-free brands, advocating for policies that fund alternative testing, and raising awareness all help reduce reliance on animal testing. When demand for ethical practices increases, companies are forced to change. Reducing animal testing is not radical, it is responsible. Conclusion. Today I explained how animal testing causes severe and emotional suffering, why outdated systems allow it to continue, and how modern science offers better solutions. If science can protect humans without harming animals, then continuing animal testing is a choice. And once we realize that we have a responsibility to choose compassion over cruelty. And here's my audience once again.